This is going to be poor.
Right?
Do not judge.
We've even got to make it really big.
You can't script this.
Yeah. Right.
Alright.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Red lollies, yellow lollies.
Unique New York. Alright.
Here we go.
Ow! Ow! Just cut myself.
Alright, welcome
ACC. No, James. Wasn't ready.
Okay, ready now?
That was pretty damn cool. Yeah, we go.
Whoa.
6.5 hours later.
Go on.
Alright, week 13 of the closeout.
Which end?
Right
It's
hand.
right hand. I have these notes,
Oh, you
but I
can
just
do
got to
that.
say, I'm pretty fired up to be here today.
I have these notes, but I gotta say I'm just fired up to be here today.
James Lissaman.
It's pretty damn cool, James!
Pretty cool! Pretty damn cool!
Woo!
Woo!
Anyway.
Sorry.
Oh.
Now moving on, following the script. So Miles Toyota Women's Prem. LU had a huge victory over Minties, 80-46. Lauren Hippolyte dropping buckets. She had 25 points. 7 of those buckets came from threes, everyone. So we're really seeing some threes flying around. Connie Paletti with 24, and for Minty, Sarah Mason with 21, and Sam Duggan with 19. Second game. What?
So not many points the rest of the team.
Yeah.
They had
Count them
46.
up, yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Correct. No, Sarah Mason and Sam Duggan are on Minties.
Yes, so I mean 40,
Oh,
40
sorry.
combined.
My
Yes.
apologies. Sorry, I
Six for the
wasn't
rest.
following. Yes, it's not helping with the speed thing there, are we?
Yeah.
No, we're not.
We're good.
Anyway, Wolves came away with a 91-48 victory over UC with Bussa Nisbet top scoring there with 26 points. Tessa Morrison, next best scorer for Wolves with 23, and Catherine McNillage with 14 for UC. I get to say your name a lot now.
Yes.
Hopefully I'm saying it correctly. It was tied 16-16, and the third women's prem game was Horswell 70 over North Canterbury 51. It was a 5-point game in the third quarter, but then Horswell pulled away. Alice Sproat and Emily Baker with 16 points each for Horswell, and Tanisha Nutera from North Canterbury with 24.
Yeah, Helen Matthews there, so good defensive job by Horswell here.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Miles Toyota Men's Premier League, it's a pioneer with Marty Davison, 78-70 winners over Gady. It was a pretty tight game the whole way through. Ollie Davies, 22 points, 10 rebounds. Nick Irwood, 16 and 9, but neither of them named as player of the match. It was
Marty Davison.
correct.
I don't know how.
How do you feel about that?
I think Sharon's, the stats are just, yeah, I think Nick and Ollie were definitely the keys
Well,
in that game. So.
it's official, sorry.
All
16 points, 5 assists and 4 steals for Marty. It was pretty cool,
Pretty cool!
the way that he got that award there. Zach Lilburn, 18 points, and Connor McLaughlin for Gators. And then for UC, it was an 81-66 win for them over Checkers. They led the wire to wire, but the lead was only 7 points early in the fourth quarter. Jacob Mulholland, 25 points. Brett Fisher, double-double with 20 points, 13 rebounds. And then for Checkers, Sam Riley, 19, and Ben Nelson, a double-double, 11 points, 12 rebounds.
My two games to cover this week, NC against Wolves. NC coming away with a 99-90 win. Wolves did lead by 1 point in the fourth quarter, but the game was sort of back and forward for most of the game. Ethan Rusbatch coming fresh off his great season in the NBL with 44 points.
That was my college number.
Just a quiet game for him, I think. Yeah, felt like he was just on a bit of cruise control. Played really well. Nat Connell with 21, continuing his stellar play as of late. And for Wolves, Sam Smith had 23 and Taylor Britt with 22. So good to see those guys back in the club comp after the Rams season. So a good win there for NC. Second game, Matami ended up with a big win over Lincoln University, 112-87.
It's like the third game in a few weeks over 100
Yeah,
points.
that's
Pretty
a
wasn't
lot
it?
of scoring, eh? A lot of scoring.
No defence.
Potentially, yeah,
Yep.
a bit of both there.
Sorry.
No, you're right. So they were up 65-60 in the third, but then went up on a 16-0 run to blow the game wide open. Derek Albertson again featuring in the top scorers with 26 points and 9 rebounds. Kurt Finion with 16 points and 8 rebounds, and they also had another 5 guys in double figures. The time he did, so 7 players in double figures, which is a good spread for them. Ben Hall, 27 points for Lincoln, of course.
Yeah.
Back into it. 6 of 11 from 3, so that's
Yep.
Good shooting from him. And good to see JC, James Cawthorne, shout out there, bro. Good to see you back in the comp as well. He had 18 points and 4 3-pointers as well in his return for Lincoln.
So if you want to help Lincoln next season, scholarships close 15th of August. Not just basketball ones, but the other ones that we're most interested in, men's and women's ones. And yeah, submit your applications. Just go online and see that. Obviously, women's doing extremely well. Three years in a row they've won the UTSNZ one, heading over to China to compete in the World League. And men's have been in the final for the 5-on-5 the last 3 years. Won it 3 years ago. So. Want to get your education paid for and stay in New Zealand, Lincoln University probably the best option for you there.
Very good. Right, on to Marty's Minute. So today we're talking about the travelling rule and also the hop which players are starting to do a little bit more, trying to trick us referees, but they're doing a pretty good job of it at the moment. So when we gather the ball, we cannot consecutively hop on the same foot. So even though this is only 2 steps, this is still considered a travelling violation by the rule. So we've got 2 really good clips here. One from a women's prem game, where you can see the gather of the ball. When it starts, this is when the hop begins. So as you can see on this clip here, Stella Porter actually goes left foot to left foot, which is a travel, even though it looks like a 2-step move. So as a referee, we need to see when the player gathers the ball, and as soon as they gather that ball, they're not allowed to put the same foot down again. So it is quite hard to see sometimes, but normally if it is an unnatural looking sort of movement, we need to be able to look and see when that gather foot was gathered, and then make the call from there. So another clip also from a European game, have a look. This is a much easier one to judge. This is a right to right foot. And the referee correctly calls this one as a treble here. So yeah, as referees, let's look for that gather foot, and once they get it, make sure they go left to right or right to left rather than the same foot. So that's Marty's Minute.
Cool. So dribbling, you can hop.
Yes, bowl dribbling. As soon as you start that gather,
that's zero step 1 or 2.
Correct.
Can't be a hop.
Yes,
cool.
Very good.
Although I do think it's great, obviously everyone's doing more strength and conditioning now that they can at speed hop on 1 foot.
Yes, very impressive. There's a lot of stress on the joint, surely.
Exactly.
Yeah, very good.
Right, so we actually want to shout out a wee congratulations to the old Sal's NBL Ref of the Year, Marty Davison. Round of applause.
Thank you very much.
It's pretty cool.
Marty, it's pretty damn cool.
Pretty damn cool!
And also to Torfern silver medalist in Taiwan. They came second in the William Jones Cup, and that featured Canterbury-based players Ezra McGoldrick, Mary Golding and Tessa Boagni. So great job there from the Canterbury area girls.
No, well done.
Awesome. Also this week we I just stuffed my face full of pretzels. It's good timing. The Tallbacks camp starts this week, so Canterbury players Ethan Rusbatch, Max Darling, Sam Timmins and Taylor Britt are all invited to the camp. So best of luck to those guys. Hopefully they can make that make the squad to head over to they have a pre-tournament before the World Cup. And also, they go to Japan, James, I think?
So they start Auckland tomorrow, and then 14 will go to Japan to carry the second part of it.
Yeah, so hopefully, best of luck to those guys. Hopefully they can push hard and crack one of the rotation spots.
Definitely. Glory League game of the week, so Middleton under 20. So if you want to see good games, I guess go to Middleton. But to be fair, this week there were about 6 games that all went down to the wire, so this is the one we ended up picking, but very tough choice this one. This is Gators Red versus Gators White, where you actually got to referee it, so give me an inside tip. Red opened up a 59-49 lead early in the third quarter, but mainly behind Zach Cannon with 26 points, including this crazy M1 where he just kind of threw it up backwards. Toby Tremorwan looked a bit like Megatron from the Detroit Lions on this catch and then score. He supported him with 21 points, but it was Carlton Chitongo, who I think we've had on in a game of the week earlier.
Very clutch, isn't he?
He is.
He had some clutch buckets.
Yeah, 27 points throughout the game that helped them get back into it, but it was this very clutch 3 right near the end of the fourth quarter which tied the game and sent it into overtime. In overtime, Widamu Waka, he completed his own M1 on his way to 19 points, and this helped Gators White grab the lead and hang on to it for a 96 to 91 overtime win. So we did hear from Gators White, one of their interested owners or parents, how they were feeling. They were quite fired up about that as well.
Look at it.
Passion
They're
for
into
sport.
it. They love it.
Moving on now, we want to talk about the upcoming under-13 trials for the Canterbury metro area. There's a link here that you can see on the screen if you want to go to that and click on it to register for boys and girls. So you need to be 10, 11 or 12 for the whole of this year before December 31st of this year.
Yeah, on December 31st you cannot be 13.
You cannot be
or
13.
9.
So don't turn 13 this year, or don't be 9.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you want to register for this. Great opportunity to get some good coaching and play in a couple of good tournaments. So register there if you're interested in learning more and being part of our rec program. We also want to mention that speaking of rec programs, the men's under 23s Canterbury team are running a sausage sizzle this weekend at Cal Stadium. They're there all day, so
Saturday.
get down. Yep, on Saturday, so get down and support the men's under 23 team.
Yep. And both those men's and women's will be away next week. We'll talk a little bit about them then. 3x3.exe Premier Round 6 is this weekend, 11 AM at Ara on Sunday. It's been some excellent shot making, some big dunks and massive blocks so far. So last 3 rounds of this, current standings, UC and Lincoln University first and second place, 15 and 13 competition points on the way to Japan. Gators with 10, Atami.exe 7, Checkers with 6 and Wolverines with 4. So yeah, head down, watch some good basketball if you've got nothing to do on a Sunday morning, and yeah, the trip tickets to Japan will be up soon.
Awesome. Plays of the week. So my one today, I was actually refereeing this game and I was impressed with this finish from Elijah Velasco. So doing it for the little fellas. Gets in the lane where you're not supposed to be and just this nice little up and under over the taller defender. Great finish there, Elijah. Good job.
Well, and championing the little fellas, I've also got a little fellas here. So Aaliyah Newton for the North Canterbury under 18 women with a nice crossover and layup finish in the lane also. So go the wee ones.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty cool. Mine, I've sneaked in 2 here because both from the same game. Lincoln University game. Josiah Williams with this heave against Oscar Hooper and the Wolverines under 23. And I love Oscar's
reaction after
the
shot
reaction.
winner.
Not too happy.
Great D though.
It was, but yeah, too good a shot. And then towards the end of the game, it was getting a little bit out of hand. Corey Annandale and Patrick Neal, some good combined defence, forced a steal. Patrick Neal, Oscar told me he thought he absolutely blew the layup. But it was not a blow-on layup. No. It was a pass off the backboard and good finish from Corey Annandale.
It
was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
All right, so this week we want to thank Southern Trust for their support of junior basketball in our community. So Southern Trust, thank you very much for all you do for us. Couldn't do what we do without you.
Exactly.
No, thank you. Good job. Good effort.
Excellent job. Excellent effort.
Outstanding job. Outstanding effort.
Well done, Marty.
Cool.
Top broadcast. Good work. Very good.
I'm just delighted.